really exist, or at least they shouldn't. In the biggest category, just chatting, it took me no less than 5 real-time minutes to scroll all the way down and find the very first zero-view stream. And it looked like this.
Go, go, go.
Мама играет 3 в ряд, она позабыла про сына.
No, there...
Go, go, go! No peeking! Hawk out! Satchel out. Blinded. Enemy spotted B. Time to hunt. Drop in a smoke. Gotta go! They're concussed.
Stop this backside.
I'm out of here.
Hunted also.
Hawk out! Bad move. Gotta go. No peeking.
One enemy remaining.
Reload.
Spy planted.
The reality is, the streamer with no live viewers usually has at least one, because anyone monitoring their own streams gets one viewer for free. So the video should really be spending one day with
Just
0
keep
to
it
1
out
view
of
streamers. Regardless, let's get to our first participant, who was not doing himself any favors because he had been streaming for 30 real-time minutes without picking up his microphone audio.
Hello,
Go,
I don't
go,
think your
go.
audio is working. Game is fine, can't
Gotta
hear you.
go.
Unless you're just a talking head.
Thank you. Oh my god. You saved my life there. Thanks. I was talking to myself the whole time. Thank you, Taz.
Move.
Unfortunately, he wasn't the only streamer who couldn't get their audio together.
I'm out of here. Dropping smokes. Satchel out. I want it easy. Satchel out. Gun here. Got one. Healing over here. Critical hit. Spike planted.
Okay.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A.
together.
Well, this is that old Pokemon.
Where will they
And if you
go
thought
this
lack of audio
time?
was killer for growing a Twitch stream, I think this
Gotta go.
might be a little worse. But with a little patience, soon enough I found someone doing everything right. While surfing the IRL channels, I ran into a dude who was live streaming his 9 to 5 work grind, so I decided to drop in. Naturally at first, he was just staring at the camera, so I decided to chat him up.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, my first comment. Hey, what's up, man? What am I up to? I'm at work, man.
Go, go, go! No peeking! Bomb buddy out. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Hawk out. Drop in a smoke. Gotta go. Back up. Hawk out. Grenade. Satchel out. Satchel out. Jet's grounded. One down. Enemy and defender spawn. Shocking.
One enemy remaining.
Go, go, go.
Trying
It's
to
over.
grind on this streaming stuff, so I don't have to I don't have to do this for so long. It's been a whole day since I got my last commenter. Any New Year's plans?
I got some plans on doing some YouTube stuff. Kinda like you with streaming.
I was saying this before, it only takes a phone. Even though you see I only have 2 viewers right now, it all starts somewhere. It can't just magically happen overnight, you know? The grind. I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty or something, and you just gotta be yourself. You know? You can't fake this. You gotta be you.
Keep it up.
Well, on YouTube, it's all scripted, so I can be whoever
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Hunt. Dropping smoke. Shotgun. Bomb buddy out. Satchel out. One of these. Satchel out. Jet's grounded. Reloading.
That feels good.
Heal up, squad. Spike planted. Not ready yet. Drop in a smoke.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, you could be like one of those like fakers that like my sisters watch. I feel like it's better to be real than try to fake it, you know, with like scripts.
Hearing his high integrity mindset, I decided to let the devil in me test his resolve.
You ever think what happens when your genuine self runs into trouble with your success?
I mean, I have success so far, so currently I am
Have
running
a
the
job.
warehouse. I don't know if you call that like success.
Thank you.
What happens if the warehouse streams go crazy but the gaming stuff blows chunks?
I want both of them to go crazy. Like I don't plan on like leaving this job, so like I just finished my bachelor's in computer engineering. I hopefully want to like get a job where I do like some stuff.
Gotta go. No peeking. Time to hunt.
Joke's over! You're dead!
No peeking. Enemy spotted meat. Blinded. Hawk out. Yeah. Reloading. That's you, pal.
Could have hit, but
20 on me.
Dropping a smoke.
Get it here.
One enemy remaining.
That's 3. My ult is ready. How'd you like to think about that one, alright? Refreshing.
With computer engineering or like tech in general. Even if it comes to like me
Listen,
reviewing a cell
hard
phone,
yak
how
up.
like
Standing in between
some people
us
do on YouTube.
and
Like I love to
go,
do
go,
that.
go.
You ready? Oh yeah.
Go, go, go.
And it all
Gotta go.
mows down right here.
Exclusive content you can only find on the workout stream.
spot.
That's right. Exclusive content right there.
And with that, I said my goodbyes, but not before he left a heartfelt message.
Thank you so
Go, go,
much.
go.
Thank you for commenting, Taz.
Flush them out.
You actually give me like a
Go, go, go. Get out of my way. Dropping smokes. Time to out here. Here comes hurt. Back like I never left.
elbow.
Last player
a bit of
standing.
happiness because
Spike
like,
down
I
A.
started this literally the other day. I'm
down.
glad
The
I have
ultimate's
like
ready.
people from other states who would watch this. Like you're the reason why I keep doing this. So thank you.
Now, part of the reason I like the IRL section on Twitch is that I get to coerce real-life people into doing my bidding. So, my next victim was a guy streaming his adventures at the gym.
You say something?
But very
Go,
soon
go,
I ran into a problem.
Ears still ringing.
Since I was usually the only active chatter in these small streams,
Anybody home?
many streamers, especially non-gamers with their hands busy and their eyes glued to not a screen, would often miss my messages for a long, long time. Regardless, I still decided to shoot my shot.
Do you think you can cross the monkey bars? It's for a school project.
And with a little bit of patience,
Let me finish my last set and I
Gotta
can.
go. I got their omen.
Darong.
Gotta go. Time to hunt. Dropping smokes. I'm out of here. Shortcut. Have one of these. Get him. Satchel out.
I got the spike. Hawk out. Killed their omen.
Finish. My ult's ready. I'm out of here. Go, go, go. Ugh. Take this. Spike
Finish.
planted.
You got this.
One enemy
and while
remaining.
overall I'm very impressed with his performance and form, I don't have any tolerance for excuses.
I did better than I thought. I could have made it, but I kept hitting the freaking weights.
Someone is A.
Next, I went into a gaming stream because I wanted to play the role of the average chatter.
Hello.
But then he got a little distracted.
Oh no, this is not good. This is not good, not good, not good, not good.
I've never watched Classic. Don't let me watch a murder as my first impression.
Don't get stabbed. Bad way to go.
That's how it be. Classic is just a little bit harder.
With the crisis averted, we began our small talk. For this streamer, I wanted our talk to focus on the game itself.
You know, today I was gonna go to the gym, then I remember it's like 30 plus and there's Indians. Bro needs to start fucking investing in his own home gym.
I'm out of here. Drop in a school. Time to hunt. Gotta go. Go, go, go. Get him. You alright?
B.
Gotta go.
Bro, he's out. What the hell?
Last player standing. One
What
enemy
the
remaining.
hell?
No peeking.
Holy fuck.
Anyone have any splints? Go, go, go. I may have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
Only 3 hours?
But soon enough I realized neither of us were qualified to rant about World of Warcraft.
I didn't know how to set up the hardcore mode, but I just like in my head was like, all right, I'm gonna try and do it without dying. I think I died like immediately. Honestly, I'm not the guy to ask questions like that too. I'm not familiar with this game, to be honest.
So I shifted topics towards streaming.
I like the setup. Accent strike.
Okay,
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of just redid the whole room.
Time to hunt. Dropping smoke.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Enemy spotted A.
What the
Last
fuck?
player standing.
Boom. Try and make it look a little bit better for the stream. So
Move the camera up over here. You see, I got a few guitars up on the wall and stuff.
I've wanted to stream, but my room is a bit clowny.
Listen up.
it's a bit
Kill them
clowny.
before they kill
What do you
us.
mean clowny? Like you got a lot of like clown figures? It's a white wall, white floor. Looks like I'm kidnapped. You look like you're sitting in a prison.
I'm outta here.
You could always just like buy a green screen.
Trust me, I'm way ahead of you.
How long have you been streaming?
I'd say I think I probably made this account maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I haven't been streaming too often recently. I've been kind of working on just making videos for my YouTube.
You like streaming or recording YouTube more?
I'm out of here. No peeking. Long body out. Reloading. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Take this. You plum. My ult is ready. Gotta go. Drop in a smoke. Spike carrier's down.
Spike down B.
Reloading. Here, catch. Go, go, go. Satchel out. Satchel out. No peeking. Go, go, go. Shortcut. I got spike. Drop in a smoke. Spike planted.
Off your feet!
One enemy
It's
remaining.
grounded.
W breach hole, man. W breach hole.
We know more than we did. I need this.
I kind of
Wait,
like
thanks.
recording the YouTube videos because it just feels a little bit less stressful, not gonna lie. It's also cool being on here because you can actually talk to your viewers, which is a different experience. It's cool.
How the fuck is streaming
This is where you're exposed
stressful?
to the problems that small streamers face. Have a good one.
My thing is with me being new, I don't get a lot of chatters. Also cool being on here because you can actually talk to your viewers, which is a different experience. It's cool.
See you around. But this is where you expose one of the problems that small streamers face. Have a good one.
My thing is with
I'm out of here. Time to hunt. Dropping smokes. Back like I never left. Poke out. That was cool. Refreshing.
One enemy remaining.
Get out of my way.
me being new, I don't get a lot of chatters that come through. And usually a lot of them are bots that are just trying to sell me artwork or whatever for my account on here, but
And he's not the only one. In fact, so many accounts with absolutely zero viewership were willing to alienate their viewers with things like follower only and verified account limits just to get rid of solicitors.
yeah, I mean, I even put it up in the
Last
chat, I
round
believe.
before the
It's one of the
switch.
rules before you chat that you can't solicit artwork to me, but they do it anyways. All of them look the same. It looks like they all use like an AI generator for all of it, and it just always makes the same crap.
Maybe you'll get into streaming as a New Year's resolution.
I mean, the biggest thing is like you can't expect to have like, you know, a bunch of people talking and all that stuff. So like sometimes, yeah, it gets kind of discouraging when people aren't joining in and you have no one to conversate with. It kind of just feels like, why am I doing this? I'm just sitting here. I'm just kind of going with, as long as I keep at.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Go, go, go! Enemy spotted mid. There's another. Time to destroyed.
Reloading.
I'm out of here. Healer. Enemy hit. Hawk out. Blinded. Got him. Need healing. Down with. Healing over here. Drop in
Someone
a
is
storm.
B.
Hawk
Oh.
out. Gotta go.
Mine.
One enemy remaining.
CT.
No peeking.
At it and keep doing it. Hopefully, I'll get more viewers, you know, and I will have some people to talk to and have
Switching
more fun
sides.
with it.
And on that positive note, I decided to leave it be.
Will they try this?
All right, you have a good one. Enjoy your food, whatever it is you're gonna eat. Thanks for stopping in the stream. I appreciate it. Roasted raccoon, huh? That is an interesting meal.
Go,
But before I clicked off the World of Warcraft category, I saw the perfect candidate for this video, and I knew my goal from this point on was to inspire the next generation of streamers.
What's up, Tazi Lu? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. How we doing today? Happy New Year's, happy holidays. I got it. Okay. Tazi Lu. I like that name. That is a very unique name.
I knew right away I was gonna like this guy.
Yeah, I saw it was your first stream. That's cool. Sounds like a New Year's reso.
Yes, sir.
Or is just young from that shit?
I'm out of here.
LAP.
Same thing again.
Breach A.
4.
Drop in a smoke.
Peeking right up, I think.
Reloading. Grenade.
Just look at all.
5.
No peeking. Reloading. No charging. We spotted A. Heal up, squad. That's a kill.
30 seconds left.
Blinding.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Good ball.
You had it.
Sure. Yeah, so this is my first stream. I've been wanting to for a while. This is kind of like a New Year's resolution where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go try it out, see how it goes. I'll definitely be adding a lot more things to the stream, of course. This is my first stream, so things are a little bare.
Nah, I like the setup. 2 sports jersey plus white wall. Elite.
I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, for the next stream, I gotta put some music on for you guys, for sure. I gotta figure out the whole copywriting stuff, what type of music I can put on without getting banned. Have you streamed before? Like, do you know, like, if you can use music?
Streaming, no. But sometimes I do YouTube, but those rules are different.
You can do it if you want. Who gives a fuck?
No peeking. Refreshing. Scout destroyed. Drop in a smoke. Reloading. Gotta go.
Could be advanced.
Drop in a smoke. I'm out of here. Go. Gotta go.
That's cool. You can put in the chat your YouTube channel and what you do if anybody's interested to check
30
it out.
seconds left.
But truth be told, I think I was getting enough out of him.
Last player
Not gonna
standing.
lie, I like going to small streamers since I get to hold them captive to my musings.
Spike
But I will
planted.
say, your stream is a first that is well put together.
I appreciate that, thank you. I mean, I don't know what you mean by put together, but I did do a little bit of research before conducting the stream. Just to, like,
One enemy remaining.
It was great.
Not the
Satchel out.
not the streamer trademark camera angle. It took me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think
Okay,
like
I only
I
have
don't know, like an hour and a half to set up the stream. Like
I think you got it. So keep going.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your New Year's. Happy holidays, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for all the positive comments. I really appreciate that. Very, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Tazzy Lou. I really like that name.
And while I wish every interaction went that smoothly,
My ex-wife lives in Florida. I'm waiting for a hurricane to kill that.
I think the next generation of streamers is looking pretty good. And if you enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and maybe subscribe.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Enemy B.
Drop in a smoke.
Last player standing.
Fringe.
Flawless.
Oh, this reminds me of this one time where I actually, never mind.
For more.
They can't get an inch.
Go get him. No peeking. Poke out. Blinded. Enemy spotted A. Yeah, catch. Ugh.
Sky? Sky, why are you just baiting? Holy fuck.
Standing.
Bro, I was cooking. I swear I was cooking there.
No, you're just baiting, bro.
I was cooking, 100% cooking.
Yeah, just letting the whole team die.
Bro, I was
Spike
cooking
planted.
up a nice stir fry and use crumbled it.
My eyes are better than yours.
Gaming, streaming, whatever I feel like content.
A woman's heels are like.
Good morning. Good morning.
Un video más, mi gente.
Me gustaría saber de dónde tú pierdes el tiempo viendo mi video.
Let's make some chaos.
Drop in a smoke.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Ah, now that was a work of art.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
Quick
Drop in a smoke. No peeking. No peeking.
Thirty seconds left. Last player standing.
Holy cringe.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Louis, what the hell happened? I just got an engagement letter from Ted Tucker.
What happened was, it was the greatest lunch of my life.
Remember,
I mean, it went perfectly.
Go, go, go.
Right up until I told him we couldn't sign him as a client because we had a conflict.
And then what happened?
He waived conflict.
Louis, he can't do that. It's not up to him. It's up to Reed Communications.
Not anymore.
What are you talking about?
He bought them, Donna. I was sitting right there, pulls out his phone. Next thing I know, he buys a Fortune 500 company just as easy as ordering chicken pot pie, which he also did. I mean, they didn't even have chicken pot pie, but they brought it to us along with 9 other impossible to find things. Wanna know why? Because I'm Harvey Specter.
But Louis, you aren't Harvey Specter, and you could have told him that at any time.
Did you hear what I just said? They brought us chicken pot pie.
Well, now I'm bringing you something else. The name of Reed Communications in-house counsel, Harold Gunderson, and he just called me to set up a meeting with Harvey.
Drop in a smoke.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Enemy and attacker spawn. Enemy and attacker spawn. Look at that. Here we go.
Have one of these.
Here.
Drop in a smoke.
I know exactly where you are.
Spike down A.
Bomb buddy out.
One enemy remaining.
I want to set up a late lunch right away.
I'm stuffed. How did you do so much and stay so thin? I need a fucking nap.
Louis, focus.
No peeking.
Careful now.
You cannot keep this straight up any longer. Harold knows that you're not Harvey.
Take
So you
what's
better think of
useful.
something before this whole thing gets more out of control than it already is.
Okay.
Match point.
I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Come on, friends.
What? Thinking like Lewis got me into this.
It's basically over.
Thinking like Harvey is gonna get me out.
Lewis? What are you doing here? Where's Harvey? I've been calling him all day.
Harvey's not coming, Harold. I am. And here's what's gonna happen. You and I are gonna figure out a way to tank this deal.
What? Why would we do that?
Because Harvey doesn't want it anymore.
But he just had lunch with Ted like 3 hours ago when they came up with this whole thing. Why would he change his mind?
Fuck, that guy got fat as fuck. Holy fuck.
Let's make him dance.
No peeking.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Drop in a smoke.
Enemy spotted B. Goodbye. Where is everyone hiding?
No peeking.
Here comes the party!
Spike down B.
Off your feet!
One enemy remaining.
Back like I never left.
Defenders win.
I knew your every move. It was sad watching you scamper.
Bomb buddy out.
Tell you why, because Harvey wasn't feeling himself today.
So what, I'm supposed to just roll over for a man who doesn't even have the courtesy to come see me himself?
God damn it, Harold, I don't like this either. He clearly thinks so little of you that you're not worth his time, but thinks so little of me that you are worth my time. Wait, did that track? Yeah, it does.
Well, if you're so pissed about it, then why'd you come?
What are you, an asshole? No one says no to Harvey Specter. Least of all you, and don't you dare show your face in our offices today looking for him, or by God, he will have me throw you out.
Lewis, what happened to you, man? Are you his partner or his lackey?
You know what, Harold? As far as you're concerned, I'm not his partner or his lackey. I am Harvey Specter. So you sign this cancellation, you get it back to us by tomorrow, or I will take that gun from your bluff, or I will call your hand, or I will take 146 other guns, and I will fire them at your face. Yeah, that shit.
Hello? Harvey, it's Harold Gunderson.
Harold who?
Gunderson. How many Harolds do you know?
I didn't think I knew any.
I worked at your firm for 3 years.
Uh-huh. Let me ask you something. How'd you get my personal number?
It doesn't matter, Harvey. What matters is you're running scared, and I'm telling you it's time to face up like a man.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I know you sent Lewis to run interference on me because you think Ted Tucker's overpaying for us.
Back up a second, Harold. It sounds like you're a little mixed up.
Am I? I know you had lunch with Tucker today. Lewis admitted as much when he came to me and said, as far as I'm concerned, he's you.
He said what?
He said he was you. But I don't care about him. I care about you. And what you're going to do is go back to your office so we can settle this.
Harold, I get things on my schedule, so I'll be back when I'm back. And unless you want that to happen 6 months from now, you're gonna tell me everything that Lewis said, and you're not gonna leave out one word.
Jesus. Fuck.
Match found.
Enough training. It's time.
Lewis, what are you doing? Are you hiding in here?
I am working on something.
Is that something doing work for Thomas Kessler that should have been farmed out to someone else?
Donna, he's one of my oldest clients. He just lost his general counsel. I'm not hanging him out to dry.
I'm not saying you should hang him out to dry. I'm saying delegate. Because I got a stack of things in my office that you haven't even looked at yet.
Well, then you handle them. You're the COO.
I can't. The bylaws explicitly state they're the purview of the managing partner.
Who the hell decided that?
You did. When you put it in the bylaws that they're the purview of the managing partner.
Donna, I cannot let my clients down. It is just not in me.
You wouldn't be letting him down. You'd be giving him to someone who could handle him more closely.
And what about finding a replacement general counsel? Who's going to do that?
Lewis, I just found us a new managing partner. I think I can handle finding Thomas Kessler a new general counsel. Now, the better question is, can you handle this job that you agreed to take?
Great leadership is when leaders believe in the greatness in those below them and to the side of them. Delegating greatly. Are you having a stroke? Quoting Churchill. Really? Because it sounds more like you're quoting yourself. Well, Churchill made the same difference. The point is that Thomas Kessler has a contract that he needs to get out of, and you are the best man for the job. Donna told you to delegate, didn't she? No, not maybe. Yeah, she did. The truth is, you are the best man for the job, with the exception of me. Lewis, if you don't want to give me the reason I think I'm better is Thomas Kessler. He's one of my oldest clients. We don't get him out of this, he goes out of business. If it were me, there's nothing I wouldn't do to keep that from happening.
Lewis, I hear you loud and clear. I don't care what it takes. This man is not going out of business.
Thank you, Alex.
Lewis, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, of course, Harvey. You know my door's always open to you.
Good. Robert and I are taking a case that you might not like, and since you're a managing partner now...
Well, Harvey, let me stop you right there.
Already?
Yeah, I don't need you anymore. Good luck with your case.
So you don't even want to hear what it is before saying you're good with me taking it?
No, I don't. Because you're good with you taking it.
Lewis, if this is some kind of Jedi mind trick that Lipschitz taught you...
I don't even know who Jedi mind trick is, but what I do know is that I intend to be the world's best delegator. And if I'm going to do that, there's no way I can try to tame you.
Well, in that case...
And what I definitely can't do is put a saddle on you, much less try to ride you bareback.
Ride me what now?
Bareback. I said ride you bareback.
Please don't say bareback again.
Why not? Harvey. Listen to me. You are a wild stallion. And wild stallions have to run free.
Lewis, I'm really not comfortable with where this conversation's going.
No, shh. All I'm saying is that you're a magnificent steed that gallops wherever the wind takes him. And I'm not going to ride you hard until, you're able to start bucking underneath me. Yeah, you tell me. How is that possibly uncomfortable?
Nothing, Lewis. Nothing is uncomfortable.
Giddy up, Harvey. Giddy up. Hiya! Alex, where you been? I've been looking for you all day.
I'll tell you where I've been. I was out getting screwed by Winthrop Hotels and figuring out what to do.
Show me a target.
Reloading.
Chamber is rotating.
Spike down, C.
I have the spike.
Free flank.
Enemy spotted C.
One enemy remaining.
I'm out of here.
Do about it. What do you mean getting screwed? I mean, I went there with a dozen win-win offers, and they shot down everyone.
Nothing, Lewis. Nothing is uncomfortable.
Giddy up, Harvey. Giddy up.
Nothing is uncomfortable.
Giddy up, Harvey.
Nothing, Lewis. Nothing is uncomfortable.
Giddy up, Harvey. Giddy up.
I have your back.
Gotta go.
Show me a target.
Enemy A.
Making cover. No charges. Destabilizing. Try again.
One of these.
Head planted.
Wall raised.
You're done. One enemy remaining.
My God, inside right now.
Our way.
Alex, where you been? I've been looking for you all day.
I'll tell you where I've been. I was out getting screwed by Winthrop Hotels and figuring out what to do about it.
What do you mean getting screwed?
I mean, I went there with a dozen win-win offers, and they shot down everyone.
Well, you threaten litigation?
I threatened with everything but the kitchen sink. But the fact is, this contract's airtight and they know it.
And what exactly are you going to do about it? Because if Thomas has to honor that contract, he's out of business.
No, Lewis, he's not.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about slicing and dicing.
You want to run that by me again?
Slicing and dicing.
You know, I know what slicing and dicing is, Alex. You're telling me that your big idea is to split his commercial division from his retail? Because I told you the survival of his company was important to me.
I know that, Lewis, but this is the only way out.
Cutting someone's arm off is not a way out.
It is if they're like...
Come on then.
Focusing.
Last player standing. Spike down. C. Flawless.
Hey, so for both of you, what initially attracted to both of you to the toll in the first place?
Money.
When it first came across our desk, we both just looked at each other and said, "This is as topical as anything I've ever read." You know, just the trends globally of trusting technology, of using rideshare, of getting delivery, everything. And this was before the pandemic, but we knew the direction everything was going. And you know, some of the questions involved with privacy, security, safety. That had to do with this new technology, and then it's a horror movie, and then it goes supernatural, and this writer-director is brilliant. We got to do this.
Go, go, go. Stealing sight.
Focusing.
Drop in a smoke.
Stopping fire. One down.
Take this.
Destabilizing.
No peeking. Yeah, catch. Reloading.
Light planted.
Bye, monsieur.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Shot something. Clutch. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Let them try to get through me. I'm out of here.
Aizu, pull them apart.
My ult is ready.
Go, go, go.
Show me a target. No distraction.
Phoenix kill. My ult ready.
Barrier created.
80 jet.
Drop in a spike planted. Your duty is not over.
One enemy remaining.
Watch out. Gotta go. of story.
So that was kind of the initial conversation that Jordan and I had, but I'll let her take it from here.
Yeah, I think exactly like Max said, it's very topical, very relatable, and also the characters were very dynamic, very interesting, very layered, and it's so fun to be able to play a two-hander where
Neon,
it
you
almost
guys,
just that back and
queuing
forth
to
is
the
really
last
what the
game,
movie's going to rely on, and so there was a challenge and an excitement around that as well.
For both of you, this is not the first time you've done horror. Is it easier and easier when you actually do the same type of genres over and over again?
This is going pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I still get scared, so I don't know in that sense.
Get out of my way!
Joke's over! You're dead!
Spike down A.
Focusing. Fall.
One enemy remaining.
Come B. Bruh.
Don't worry. I got the striker.
But it's really fun. I mean, we both really love the medium genre movies. The fact that for us as producers, that you can kind of tackle social issues and entertain the audience at the same time. I don't know, Max, do you find it gets easier?
I think we learn about how to make these films and hit the notes we need to hit. And, you know, for instance, even understanding special effects makeup. We have a much better understanding of special effects makeup now than we did even when shooting The Toll. You know, so learning and growing to understand how to make these movies, I agree. But in order to keep things fresh, they still need to be difficult. You know, you still need...
For you. Enemy C.
Show me a target.
Here we go.
Stopping fire. Breaking them.
Stop it.
There.
Adapt or die!
Smoking.
Breaking them.
Enemy spotted C.
Enemy spotted C.
Backside.
One enemy remaining.
Planet. Refreshing.
Healing you.
Enemy spotted C. Reloading.
It's got a stinger.
As soon as it becomes streamlined, you lose some of the magic, I feel. You gotta be organized, you gotta be streamlined to some extent, but part of what makes this movie so special is the grit, and it was a down and dirty production.
It depends on it. And this way we have a chance to get Winter back to the table before we cut anything off. Alex, listen to me. You're not going back. Thomas is saying congratulations, now you're a three-legged dog. And I'm telling you, this is the only play. You know what? This was a mistake. I take full responsibility for it. Things were fine the way they were, and I do not want them to change.
Lewis, it doesn't matter whether you handle this or I.
God damn it! Alex! It may be the only play for you, but it is not for me.
Every choice.
No, I told you I would do anything to keep him alive, and it's...
Gotta go. Still inside.
Focusing. Destabilizing.
Taken out.
Making cover.
Got one of these. I'm out of here.
Breaking them.
Careful here.
Reloading. Back like I never left.
One enemy remaining.
He's on side?
Dropping smokes.
Last player standing.
It's gonna start with me taking back this case.
Aye, where to?
By the
Lewis.
Gretchen, whatever it is, I don't have time because Alex shit the bed with Thomas and I need to fix it.
Well, you better make time because Andrew Malik just trashed his firm in the journal.
So that's what he's up to.
You want me to get Harvey in here?
No. It's his case. I don't want to get involved.
Well, if you ask me, you need to let Alex handle his business and start making sure Harvey isn't ruining yours.
Gretchen, I appreciate you bringing me this, but what I need is to run my firm how I feel it should be run. And right now, that means taking care of Thomas and trusting that Harvey will take care of himself.
You're the boss.
Lewis, I just talked to Thomas and he said you took the case back from him.
Drop in a smoke. Kill. Drop in a smoke.
No distraction.
Oh, sorry, bro. I forgive you.
Well fought.
What a gracious guy.
Light planted.
Last player standing.
Oh, 120 jet, both there.
Breaking them.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, fuck.
My bad, bro.
Oh, good.
Just one.
As much as this world hurt me, it's mine. Gotta go! And I will kill to defend it.
Need a drop.
Yeah, I did, because you wanted to mutilate the man's company, and I'm not going to let him do that.
What about your company? Because I'm willing to bet my entire salary that you haven't even looked at the stack of files that I left.
I was working on it, Donna. Then Gretchen walked in with...
With what? I don't believe this.
I'm out of here. No peeking.
Show me a target.
For you.
Stopping
Enemy
fire.
A.
Destabilizing. Destabilizing.
Cutting their vision.
Not enough. Stand aside.
One drop.
Enemy and defender spawn.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Oh man. No one at base is going to believe
What are you gonna do about that?
I'm not going to do anything.
Malik's making us look like you're not gonna at least talk to Harvey about it?
No, I'm not. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Gretchen. I am managing this firm as I see fit.
Then I'll tell you what Gretchen should have. You're doing a shit job.
Excuse me?
You're doing a shit job as managing partner, and I'm not gonna let that happen for another second.
You're not going to let this happen. I'm your goddamn boss.
Yeah, because I put you there.
No, you didn't put me... You begged me to save this firm, and I did.
Then while we're talking about this firm and bosses, you're also Harvey's boss and you're Robert's boss, and you haven't been overseeing them.
You said to delegate, and that is exactly what I did.
You weren't delegating, Lewis. You were abdicating. And you're using Thomas's case to stay in your comfort zone rather than...
I am not giving up my clients.
You want to play? Let's play.
Get out of my way.
Show me a target.
Dropping smokes. Have a kit. Right here.
Breaking them.
Two going waterfall. Or ceiling.
Enemy spotted. They will cover.
Go away.
Jump over the wall. Do it.
Take this. Go, go, go.
One enemy remaining.
Gotta go. Not shot.
One of the messages I
Last
get the
round
most other
in
than
the half.
Where's Truckla and
Spend your
why do you look
cash.
old?
Don't look back.
Because I haven't died. And aging is a side effect of not dying, and I prefer to keep it that way. What are the and why do you look old? It's because I haven't died. And aging is a side effect of not dying, and I prefer to keep it that way. One of the questions I get the most is, hey, I have an idea that I want to turn into a
need a
product.
gun.
How would I do it? And the honest answer is
Thank you.
probably won't. Manufacturing a product is expensive, it's cumbersome, it's the work
We
equipment.
go. I'm out of here.
Focus.
Go, go, go.
Joke's over.
Stop
You're
fire.
dead.
Destabilizing.
Spike carrier's down. I have
Spike
the spike.
down A.
Your duty is not over. My ult is ready.
I got ult. Let me play first. My bad.
Dropping smokes.
One enemy remaining.
Light planted. Wall raised. Reloading.
Last player standing.
Like I never left.
Last player standing.
Fuck, did I just sell that?
Well, we lost a round.
Clutch.
Hey, my bad.
Switching sides.
Go, go, go. My advice?
Don't get shot.
I love this part.
Enemy C. Enemy in attacker spawn.
Dropped in a smoke.
Phoenix 80. Probably will heal though.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Get ready. I go fast. I'm out of here.
Let's watch him struggle. Bye-bye. Many enemies C. Pew pew.
Show me a target.
Spike planted.
Equivalent of having children that they will never tell you that they love you. But in case you're like me and you think putting a tremendous amount of work into probably just losing money is
Last
fun,
player
then
standing.
this video's for you.
This video's for you.
So as an example, I'm going to use this ring because it might seem like a very simple and straightforward product, but it was not.
Time to be kiss like. Kick 'em in the shin. Gotta go. I'm here to stay. Have one of these.
Oh, yo.
Show me a target.
Joke's over! You're dead!
We tend to dust.
2018. My former assistant Scott and I were in my work.
Spike planted.
Get lost.
Enemy A.
Last player
One in
standing.
smoke.
One enemy remaining.
I'm over them. Gotta go.
Oh shite, I lost my pet rock. Here we go! Die!
Enemy C. Spike is in attacker spawn. Reloading.
One enemy remaining.
Nice one.
Gun here.
Like 126.
Breaking them.
Thrifty.
No, you suck.
Economics. I'm kidding.
I do,
I'm
man. I do.
terrible
I
with
do
money.
suck.
Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out. Gotta go.
Overthinking is just as
Are you
bad
gay?
as underthinking.
No, unfortunately.
He just puts on the voice
It's
to
good
attract.
you are.
Yeah.
If I was gay, life would be easier, my friend.
Why would that be?
Through the calm.
I see. Through the storm, I fight.
Hey.
Smoke.
Show me a target.
For you.
Breaking them. Destabilizing.
Barrier created.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
My ult is ready.
One enemy remaining.
Got 3. No distractions.
Oh, you're idiots, bro.
Spike planted.
No peeking. Once more is ready. I'm not tired. Are you?
I don't quit.
15 ਮਾਰਚ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ
Back like I never left.
Jet says.
He's in.
Show me a target. Making cover.
Spike planted.
Adapt or die!
Destabilizing. Breaking them.
One enemy remaining.
Backside.
Last player
Hey, he's
standing.
stunned, he's stunned, he's stunned. He was stunned, he's not.
My bad.
Time to stock back up. I'm out of here.
Did he pick up the op at the end?
shop in San Francisco, and he was like, man, I wish I had a ring that was also a screwdriver so that I would always have one on me. I thought this was a great...
Get out of my way!
Joke's over! You're dead!
Obi.
Spike planted.
No peeking!
Healing you.
One down. My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing.
Great idea because one, it stems from the everyday problem of I never have my screwdriver on me when I need it, and two, it's really fun and whimsical yet kind of practical, and that is the formula that I aspire a lot of my projects to follow.
Are we buying?
Unique solutions to everyday problems. This time it was Scott that just blurted something out, but how do you come up with good ideas? Ideas are fickle little creatures that live in the peripheries of our brains, and I generally find that trying to look straight at them doesn't work. The closest analogy I can think of is that it's kind of like trying to have an orgasm. Like, the harder you try, the harder it's gonna be. And it kind of just happens when you're enjoying yourself and thinking about other stuff. So I don't have a lot of advice for coming up with ideas, but I will say this. Talk to other people about...
Barrier created.
Phoenix
Enemy spotted A.
Focusing.
Here.
Spike planted.
Here. Enemy spotted A.
Where do you want smoke?
One
Oh,
enemy
got him.
remaining.
Take this! Reloading. Weapon here. And I'm out, thanks.
About your ideas. One of my pet peeves is when someone's like, I have an idea for a product. And I'm like, oh, what is it? And they're like, I'm not going to tell you. Because an idea for a product is really not very valuable, but the advice that you get from other people might be.
I'm ready.
So, like, maybe don't post about it on the internet, but talk to other people about it because you're going to need
I need a
it.
gun.
But once you're ready to put your idea out there, one of the best ways to do it is to build a website. And one of the easiest ways to build a website is to use Hostinger. They're all in one platform. All he wants is to cuddle with, honestly, anyone. But because he's old and a little bit deaf, he was at the shelter for 8 months without anyone adopting him. And now he's been with me for 4 months, and not a single
Someone else
person
put
has applied to adopt him. So maybe a website could help, especially when they're really easy to make. So using Hostinger's AI online today with Hostinger.com. Thanks, Hostinger. Stabilizes over time, and eventually...
The hunt begins!
Guy's better than me.
you get to a point where you're like, of course that's the way it should look. Why was I such an idiot?
Your
I didn't
duty
realize
is
that from
not
the start.
over.
But you're not
That
an idiot.
sucked.
That is just how design happens.
Go, go, go.
It's like a room filled with fog,
Spike
and the only way to
planted.
clear it is to flail around for a bit. The bad news, though, is that you're far from done, because once you're happy with the way that it looks and the way that it functions, you still need to optimize it for manufacturing, because making one of something is very different from making thousands of them.
Last
Manufacturing
player
a ring,
standing.
That should be pretty straightforward, right? Like, you go to a jewelry maker, and they just make it for you. Wrong.
Hi. Fight's not over, you know. I'm out of here.
Get on with it. Here we go.
Joke's over! You're dead!
That we'll see. Almost.
Spike planted.
Show me a target. Destabilizing. Ah.
Drop in a smoke.
Last player standing.
screwdriver, and it needs to be a really hard metal. Jewelry makers tend to work in silver and gold and most of their stuff, but you can't easily cast stainless steel. So then you go to a screwdriver manufacturer. Wrong again, because screwdrivers are made on a lathe, but you can't do that if it's attached to a ring. So we ended up needing to use a CNC to make each ring, which then brings a bunch of other issues, because the bits that you're using are all gonna have a diameter. So getting really tight corners in a hard material like stainless steel is tricky. And as for the screw ring, the slots are so small that you can't get a CNC bit in there. So we ended up using a process called die sinking EDM, or electrode discharge.
Focusing. No distractions. And that's the end.
Here, enemy spotted A. Here.
Destabilizing.
Target down.
Breaking them. Target down.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
No peeking.
Thank you.
For you.
Good round, ISO.
Got it. We're clear.
Thank you, Jonathan Pork.
Match point.
They'll throw. I'm out of here. Have a drop.
Charge machining. Basically, you take a copper electrode the shape of your recess,
I
and
didn't
you
mean it
slowly
when I
sink
called
it
you
into
gay
the ring
before.
underwater.
Please.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
You want to play? Let's play.
Nice. Focusing.
Spike down. C.
Breaking them.
And see, right?
Spike planted.
Fucking hate this game.
Last player standing.
Destabilizing.
Switching
this makes target
sides.
material erode away in the shape of your
Overtime.
electrode, so it allows you to make recesses that would be really difficult to create in any other way. The ring underwater. Basically, you take a copper electrode the shape of your recess, and you slowly sink it into the ring underwater by passing current through it. This makes the target material erode away in the shape of your electrode, so it allows you to make recesses that would be really difficult to create in any other way. For the screwdriver ring, we initially thought that the factory would use a flat end mill, so we added these like swoops to the bottom of it. Then we thought that they would use a custom profile cutter, so we updated the design again. But in the end, they ended up using a pointy end mill to get into the nooks and crannies. So this is the final design adjusted to the manufacturing process.
Cutting their vision.
Go, go, go.
Show me a target.
Enemy C.
Making cover.
Coming through.
Destabilizing.
Getting set.
Breaking them.
Oh
Last
my
player
god.
standing. Spike planted. My ultimate is ready.
We manufacture most of our products in Guangdong, China. We tried not to. Like when we first started getting quotes for the screwdriver ring, we contacted 5 factories in the US, 5 in Europe, and 5 in China. And not a single one of the US factories even got back to us. 2 of the European ones replied, but they were
Switching
really expensive,
sides.
and all of the Chinese
Match
manufacturers
point.
responded and showed interest in the project. But it brings a bunch of other issues, like the distance, there are language barriers, and how do you find people you can trust? Depending on the complexity of your product, I would recommend just going on Alibaba and trying to find factories that make something similar to what you want to make. If you need more than that, I would recommend working with a manufacturing liaison. We did this for the Everyday Calendar, so we found a US-based company that had a bunch of contacts and relationships with factories in China, and then they brokered all of the deals for us. The upside of using a liaison is that it's easier and it can offer some protection. The downside is that it's more expensive, and also you're dependent on the liaison, and if that relationship sours, you can't just cut them out, because often they won't share the direct contact with the factories, and you might have invested a bunch of money into tooling and molds that you'll risk losing if you stop working with them. And the way that I know that is through my...
Yeah.
Enemy spotted B.
One enemy remaining.
My lived experience. Today, we work directly with factories. So my teammate Avis is our head of manufacturing, and she goes back and forth to China and has built relationships with lots of different factories.
Switching sides.
Then I guess the next step from that would be building our own factories, but does not seem relevant right now.
Overtime.
Ask me in 10 years. Okay, you've designed your product, you've found your factories, you've sent them all of your engineering drawings, so now you need to get samples. Often factories will use a different process to create samples than they would for bulk production. And this is because running small quantities on large-scale manufacturing equipment can be really expensive and inefficient. So you have to be careful with this because what you receive might not be indicative of what you'll get during bulk manufacturing. But it's still useful because it helps build a common understanding of what the product should look like. Usually it'll take a couple of runs of samples before you're confident that the quality of the
No peeking.
Focusing.
Healing.
Stopping fire. Breaking them.
No peeking. Take this.
Destabilizing.
I'm out of here. Smart move.
Enemy
spotted A.
Oh, one drop.
One enemy remaining.
Also stairs.
Oh, maybe.
I lagged. I lagged.
Your tactics failed. Your duty is not over. My ultimate is ready. That sucked. Here we go.
Switching sides. Match point.
Even with numbers, anything
product is
goes.
good enough. And good enough cannot be vibe-spaced. Like, you need to so meticulously define what good enough means, and that is your quality control protocols. Take out your calipers, because it's time to be so anal. You have your factory samples, and you need to find everything that is wrong with them and develop tests and standards to make sure that that does not happen again. Also, you can't always trust the factory to quality control their own stuff because it's like somebody marking their own homework. So I would strongly recommend hiring a third-party quality control firm.
For you. Wall raised.
Reloading.
Careful.
One more link.
And it'll be stuff like minor tool marks, increased polishing levels, or you polished this part too much, so we lost some defining features. Bottom line is that QC is really important, which is why we also made this Steam bracket. I thought misspelling quality control was funny, but almost nobody got the joke. Maybe that makes it even funnier. I don't know. At this point, you might need to start designing packaging. It can be something as simple as slapping your logo on an off-the-shelf box, or something way more complex where you have to develop custom designs and tools. Our philosophy for packaging is to forget that we have to do it until the last minute. But more importantly, to create as little waste as possible. Like, almost all of our packaging is cardboard, paper envelopes, and molded pulp, so like egg carton material. The box's job is to keep the product safe and to then die an honorable death in a composting pile somewhere. Look at us and how far we've come. At this point, you've probably invested a bunch of time and money into the development of your product, but the biggest bill is yet to come because you need to enemy remaining. You'll usually pay part of the manufacturing cost to get your factory to start making your product, and the rest when they're finished. And those numbers will depend on the order value and on your relationship with the factory. And then you kind of just punch your butt nonstop until you open boxes and see your product in person. Best case scenario, your quality control protocols caught every potential issue and your product is great. The not great case scenario, your product has some minor issues, but it's stuff that your factories can rework without having to start from scratch. Worst case scenario, everything is shit, and you start fighting with your factory about whose fault it is, and you lose all the money that you paid for your product. You'll probably be fine. And here are the final ranks. It went with pretty much no hiccups, except for the screw ring, where a lot of them arrived having the recess not centered on the top. You would think that that would be a pretty obvious thing, but turns out it was not. We're actually selling some of the lopsided rings at a discount at Yep.store because I don't want to waste things. That would be a pretty obvious thing, but turns out it's not centered on the top. You would think that that would be a pretty, where a lot of them arrived having the recess not, went with pretty much no hiccups, except for the screw ring. And here are the final rings. It went with pretty much no hiccups, except for the screw ring, where a lot of them arrived having the recess not centered on the top. You would think that that would be a pretty obvious thing, but turns out it was not. We're actually selling some of the lopsided rings at a discount at Yep.store because I don't want to waste things unnecessarily, and also they're kind of charming, and they're a good reminder of why it's important to do QC. I just looked in the back end to see how many rings we've sold over the years, and it's not even 1,000 of them. So I've probably still not earned back the money that I've invested into developing them. So was it worth it? I mean, hopefully we'll keep on selling them for years, and Stu and Avis and I learned so much in the process and got a bunch of mistakes out of the way that I'm sure that we'll only make a few more times. So I think if it was just a standalone product and the rings were the only ones I would ever make, then it would probably not have been worth it. But in the context of me running the Yet store, yeah.
All right, I think we all know who's going to be managing partners and something we're going to decide overnight. Therefore, for the sake of firm harmony, I suggest we start with conflicts of interest.
Fine with me.
Me too. Great. As you can see, I have taken the liberty of suggesting who drops which client. And I'm confident you'll agree with all of my proposals with the exception...
I'm not dropping Dexter Roll.
And I'm not dropping Claviton. Exactly.
Exactly what?
What do you mean exactly what? I knew that neither of you would be willing to give up those particular clients. Exactly that.
You mean you don't have a suggestion?
I have a suggestion. You drop yours, and the next time we have a major conflict, I'll drop mine.
You sure about that? Because the next major conflict we're going to have is who's managing partner.
Then what exactly is your idea?
I say whoever's client billed the most hours last year stays.
Well, that's pretty damn convenient because your client went through a merger, so their billables are inflated.
You're saying that the sun got in your eyes and that's why you dropped the big pass?
Wait a second, Harvey's right.
Come again?
No, not about who to drop. Your client did just go through a merger. They're in a whole new line of business, most of which doesn't conflict with Claviton anymore.
Where are you going with this?
I'm saying if we can get either client to drop the one division where they still overlap, you can keep them both.
Well, in that case, I'll get my client to drop. It's the least I can do.
Oh, no. I'll do the honors. After all, you welcome me into your home.
Why don't we make it a friendly wager? We each get our client to drop. First one who gets there wins.
Sure thing.
Twice in one day. To what do all the pleasure now?
I'm here to tell you, you want your name on the door, you gotta earn it.
I thought I already had.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I got something for you to do anyway.
And what exactly is that?
I need you to get Robert Zane's biggest client to sell their manufacturing division.
Harvey, you pull me up the hill, I'm going to kill whoever's at the top.
But
in this case, the guy at the top is on our side.
Is he?
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, this is going to determine who runs the firm. Zane knows it and I know it. So, if you want me to be able to live up to that promise, I need you to do this.
And I don't like being threatened for you to uphold a promise you already made.
I don't either. But like it or not, this benefits both of us. And I guarantee you right now, Zane's going to his right-hand man to ask the same thing.
And who is his right hand?
Your job isn't to ask who he is. Your job is to kick his ass.
Harvey, we need to talk.
Don't tell me there's a problem.
There is.
What is it now?
It's not that big of a deal, but you're going to have to figure out what font to use to put my name on the letterhead. Because as of 2 p.m. today, Robert Zane's client is officially dropping the manufacturing division.
You telling me you did it?
Signed, sealed, and delivered, my man. Now let's get down to figuring out
What? How to counter my last move? Because you may have them signed and sealed, but I'm here to tell you.
Smoke, smoke.
Show me a target.
One enemy remaining.
Good shit, I saw.
Reloading.
Thank you.
Reloading.
They will scurry, and then they will die.
Your delivery got lost on the way.
Who the hell are you? My name is Sam Wheeler.
Truth be told, Alex, I prefer Samantha.
You two know each other?
No, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out she's Zane's guy.
He didn't figure it out.
What I figured out is, whoever you are, if you think you can waltz into my office...
Harvey, I got it.
Do you? Because unless I'm misreading the situation, she's saying you don't.
Harvey?
You know what? You two are obviously having some trouble. The good news is you'll have plenty of time to work it out because as of end of business today, your client...
Enemy
Got one.
Good shot. I'm going in.
drop in a smoke.
Enemy killed.
Have one of these.
She seemed like she was just solo walking.
Enemy mid.
One enemy remaining.
Right here.
I guess that's it.
client is dropping their manufacturing division, and we can get back to the business of running this firm under the direction of Robert Zane.
Up and they're on
You two have a nice... Ugh, you know what I mean.
Someone else had one.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, this is my fight. You asked me to fight it, and I'm not gonna let you step in the middle of round 2.
It may be the middle of round 2, but you just told me you got a first-round knockout.
Well, I was wrong, but I'm still in the ring. My partnership's on the line, and I'm not getting out.
Then you better win.
Where you going?
To pick a fight in my own weight class. Robert, how are you? Settling in all right?
Doing just fine. Thanks for asking. What can I do for you?
I just dropped by to tell you I had a...
Mic upkeep like this mic here.
Lots of stuff here.
Show me a target.
Entering.
Breaking them.
So we just like retake without.
Here.
One for Jet.
Last player standing.
My dad.
Spike planted. Long.
Interesting conversation with your girl, Sam.
She's kicking your ass, isn't she?
Not mine, since neither of you had the balls to invite me into the ring.
Just like you didn't invite me? Don't give me any of this nonsense about we had a deal, because you broke it just as fast as I did.
I did, but my issue isn't that she's fighting your battles for you. It's that she walked into my office like I wasn't the managing partner of this firm.
And I didn't like the way she introduced herself to me either. But that's not what your issue is. You're pissed because I didn't get in the ring myself. Because if I'm not in there, you're not in there, and you can't stand not being in there.
Are you saying I always have to shoot? Because I'm fine passing the ball.
I'm talking about being a coach, and if you were one, you wouldn't mind just sitting back and watching Samantha Wheeler eat your boy for breakfast.
And if you think that's gonna happen, you don't know Alex Williams.
Oh, I know that's what's gonna happen. And the person you don't know is Harvey Specter.
I know myself just fine.
Step shaking. Maybe
focusing. Enemy down. My ult is ready. No distraction.
Then tell me you'll stay the hell out of this.
No problem. I just gave Alex my word I'd stay out. And what kind of managing partner would I be if I couldn't live up to my word? Because just so we're clear, Robert, I am managing partner.
Whatever you say, Harvey. But remember, you didn't only give your word to Alex Williams anymore. You just gave your word to me.
Here.
Spike
Harvey.
planted.
You need to take a look at this.
One enemy
It just came in.
remaining.
It's a proposed contract of sale for Claviton's
Manufacturing division. Son of a bitch. I need to find out where Judge Thomas is,
Last
and I need to
player
find out
standing.
now.
Harvey, you can't do this without Alex. It's his case.
Then why the hell are you the one telling me this and not him?
Because he's probably out there fighting because he thinks he can still win.
Well, he's got one thing, right? We can still win. But he can't.
And if you cut him out, you won't win either.
You think I can't take Samantha Wheeler?
I think you said you'd stay out of it. And if you take over now without even telling Alex, then you can find out where Judge Thomas is yourself. Because I'm not going to help you tell your own team that you cut them out just to get the better of Samantha Wheeler.
Look, you want to tell Alex what I'm doing? Go ahead. I am not about to sit on the sidelines and watch us lose.
Harvey, I'm only going to ask you this once. Is there a chance that you're overreacting to Mike having just left?
I don't know, Donna, but to tell you the truth, I don't care.
Okay. You win. Find out where Judge Thomas is.
Get ready. They're coming back.
Harvey, Alex, before you say anything...
No, you get...
Mid, I think again.
Right here.
Yep. One close. Eye so close.
Spike down A.
Spike spotted A. My territory, my rules.
Right here.
So we can just hold it. Yeah. Just hold this.
You broke door.
Destabilizing.
You shoot. I'm lagging so bad.
Breaking them.
Last player standing.
Stopping fire.
Oh.
Outside of this gig, immortality doesn't have as many day-to-day benefits as you think.
You gave me your word that you were going to stay out of this. The next thing I know, you're having a meeting about my client without me.
First of all, it's my client.
And it's my case.
Which you were about to lose.
It was a setback.
Bullshit. You were getting your ass kicked, and don't tell me you weren't.
God damn it, Harvey.
Listen to me, Alex. This woman is no joke.
You saying I am?
I'm saying I just met with Judge Thomas, so I know exactly what it's going to take to beat her. So the
Mid.
Focusing.
No peek right there.
No peeking. Your fault. My ult's ready.
What are you guys doing? Do something.
Last player standing.
They're going A again.
No.
Damn.
I hope their ISO fights me. Good self-assessment.
There's A. Just many little.
Dropping smoke.
Focus.
You had your fun. My turn.
This guy blind? Oh, this... Why is every Cypher shit?
One of my cameras is broken. Oh, wait.
It's like the easiest thing not to. They can't plant mid, can they?
Thank you.
If you want, because they're not, because they're just pushing mid, just push.
Come on, I'll get long. Watching here. I'll no lose to these bears. What's this? Careful here.
My territory. My rules. I have them now.
Multiple enemy B.
Show me a target.
Right there.
Gun here. It's you and me. Ah, destabilizing. Destabilizing.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
All right, lucky socks. Don't fail me now.
Let's see how it goes. Right here.
Show me a target. No distractions.
Drop in a smoke.
Contract complete.
Oh, she's up on the. We need comms. Me and Cypher didn't know that saying. Okay, they're probably running back.
Reloading. Watching here.
Camera taken out.
Enemy mid.
Someone in A.
Dizzy's up.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
planted.
Right here.
Breaking them.
No peeking.
Breaking them. Making
Last player standing.
My ult is ready. Listen up, you muckers. If I don't get back up, just give me a nudge. I might not be dead, just taking a wee hit.
The hell what? I can play dirty just as well as you. Maybe you can, but I gave you a promise to put your name on the wall. And if you play dirty to beat Robert Zane's right hand, it isn't gonna happen.
You know what I think? That sounds like some bullshit by a guy who's just gonna do what he wants like he always does.
What I want, Alex, is to stay managing partner. This is the way that's gonna happen.
Harvey,
that's enough. I'm taking it from here. It's done.
What the hell did you do?
I didn't do anything. Well,
Multiple enemies mid.
except for the thing that I did.
You mean going to Judge Thomas and having him allow fabricated testimony to overrule my motion?
It wasn't fabricated, but it sure tell was allowed.
And how exactly did you get him to do that?
You know how I did it. Or you don't. And if you don't, well, I'm not about to open my playbook and show you.
Oh, Mr. Slick, I don't give a how you did it. I'm going to undo it because this isn't over.
Yes, it is.
We'll see about that.
No, we won't. Because I'm giving you a direct order. You are not to take any action to affect the outcome of this situation.
And you can give me all the orders you want. The only person I answer to is Robert Zane. So if you want to stop what I'm about to do, you better talk to him before I goddamn do it.
Don't you walk away from me.
Kiss my ass.
Player standing.
All right, Robert, I have been patient, but it's over, and I've won. Call off the dogs.
What the hell did you just say to me?
I said call off the dogs. I'm not gonna have someone inside my own firm who doesn't know when she's lost.
The only one in here who doesn't know that they've lost is you.
I didn't lose shit. And if you think I might, why don't you pick up the phone and call Judge Thomas right now?
I'm not talking about Judge Thomas.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that you stood right here and gave your word that you would stay out of this thing. And not only did you break it, now you're in here trying to drag me into it. Nothing to say? That's right. You may have won the battle, but you lost the goddamn war. Because you just showed this entire firm only one of us is managing partner material, and it isn't you.
This is my firm, and I'm not gonna let you take it.
I'm gonna let
Be faster. Multiple enemies A.
Have one of these. Reloading.
Now we play the 4v5, guys.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
No peeking. Down you could refreshing.
Show me a target.
Back like I never left.
One enemy remaining. Last round before the switch.
Use everything you have. Could I have a drop?
Lose it anyway. Thanks.
No.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Harvey. I already have. Now, why don't you let that rattle around for a little while, and then come back when you're ready to tell me that I'm right?
Come on then.
Two mid.
Careful here.
Show me a target. Breaking them.
Have one of these.
Right here. Careful here. Here. Enemy spotted mid.
Last player standing.
My territory, my rules.
35 jet.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, Lewis, but what you want doesn't matter anymore. And I'll tell you something else. It's not about your
Switching
clients anymore
sides.
either. It is about steering the ship.
I didn't bring a snack. Did anyone bring a snack?
Student at UNSW?
And do you hate capitalism?
We're a club at UNSW dedicated to fighting for anti-capitalist politics.
We're part of the largest revolutionary socialist organisation in the country, Socialist Alternative.
We're for the complete overthrow of capitalism, a system based on exploitation and oppression.
We put on public meetings about radical history.
Focusing. Making cover.
Drop in a
Multiple enemies mid. Right planted. Enemy spotted mid.
2 more mid. I'm low. 3 mid. They're running at me.
Hostile removed.
Careful here.
I'm the social justice 50s today. From the Russian Revolution to the
Cage
rise of
triggered.
Trump and the far right.
One enemy remaining.
All the protests and activism on campus, from the university strikes of Palestine and the climate to the anti-Prime Minister protests.
And we do socialist reading groups to discuss left-wing ideas.
If that sounds good to you, click the link in the bio and join the UNSW Socialists today.
Nice.
What do we learn by fighting ourselves? Thinking out loud. This time will be different. Focusing. Stopping fire.
Reload.
Cypher!
Last player standing.
What the fuck?
Down A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I'm getting shot from every angle. Do something. Oh, my teammate is fucking retarded.
I will find you.
enemy spotted mid.
Show me a target.
Right there.
Right here. Blocking sight. My territory, my rules.
Last
Spike
player
carrier is
standing.
killed.
Spike down mid.
Sorry. Inside joke.
Headshot. Thrash is ready. It's all you, little homie.
Focusing.
Shot my wingman.
What is he doing?
Yikes.
Last player standing.
Yes, yes, yes. Just bait. Just love it.
Match point.
When we go out there, someone dies. Carry that weight. cover.
Dropping us my ultimate. What is it?
Destabilizing.
Dropping a smoke. Enemy B. Right here.
Breaking that. Our spike is down.
Spike down B.
Duck. Right there.
Reloading. Enemy B.
No hard feelings.
Spike carrier killed.
Spike.
Caught one.
Dropping a smoke.
Found you.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading. Spike drop.
I have retrieved the spike. Careful now.
30 seconds left.
I've planted the spike.
Enemy spotted mid.
Here. They found my wire. I hate visiting underground doctors.
We do what we do. Get back to chilling.
Reloading. Reloading.
I need a gun.
Let's do what we do.
Thank you.
Holy
My
shit.
ult. Show me a target. No distractions. Well fought.
Spike sticking. Thanks for the laugh.
You're finished.
Last player standing.
Destabilizing.
What do you want me to buy?
Defenders win.
AMD. Ew. Yeah, but it's AMD, bro. Ugh. What about my precious DLSS, bro? What am I gonna do without it? Ugh. Oh, this shit game. I don't need a better graphics card right now. I need a better fucking CPU. Well, I need a better computer. Full stop. My CPU is the one that's holding me back right now. I have a 3700X. Yeah. Well, yeah, Nvidia prices are retarded. But like they have a lot of good AI shit. Like it depends if you're using it. Like if you're playing at 4K and you want to turn ray tracing on, 100% you have to go with Nvidia. But if I'm more the person who mostly play like if I mostly play like competitive games and occasionally play a single player game, then yeah, probably better to go with AMD GPU maybe. But like I do use, like right now I'm using the Nvidia shit for streaming. I'm using like Nvidia Broadcast for the green screen right now. I have a 37-inch screen too. That's way too big. What the fuck are you doing? Are you playing console games? He's sitting like, unless he's sitting 5 meters away from that, that's way too big. You can tell CPU, no. AMD. You got for uni? I need a game.
So this guy is me, and I'm being threatened with a lawsuit. Let me explain. A few months ago...
Wait, check out my streams. Tell me if they're any good. I don't know, man.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch. Come on! Yeah! Indoors, son! We need you strong. Okay.
Motion blur was turned on. Ugh.
This was once the refectory where the monks dined, but now we use it for a mess.
Now it is where your men relax.
Yes.
Oh, look. A rear mirror.
Excellent. Take me to meet these wild beasts.
This way, sir.
Hooray! Hooray! Shut! Come on, let's go. Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch. We have to try. Stay close and we'll do our best to stick to the trail. Get a move on, Arthur. We need you strong. Okay. All right, let's head out. Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch. We have to try. Stay close. We'll do our best to stick to the trail. This goddamn weather. Been 2 days or more like this now. Oh, it has to blow over soon. Careful over this bridge here. Watch out! Can't believe we lost Davey, too. He's the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get those people warm and fed. At least we don't need to worry about Pinkertons tailing us in this. A couple more days, we'll be on the other side. Look out! We'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now. We got fire and shelter. That's a start. Easy. Yeah. Hey, I think I see something up the path.
You want to be? Sorry, what was